Hi everyone, hopefully you're doing really well and taking care of everything that's happening, especially with the weather. Right now, we're going to just kind of start delving back into our discussion board and thinking about the mentoring piece. So when I got back on, I noticed that everyone's been in the discussion board, which is really good. And looking back at the discussion board, I'm noticing a lot of you are doing a really nice job at referencing the texts, taking it to your own experience, and making really trying to apply what we're doing, which is excellent, especially for this course. What I want to do is take a few moments, and Lainey is saying hi right now. But what I want to do is I want to take a second and delve into our next assignment. So when you look at the assignment page for the case of practice, there's a few things that I want to highlight real quick. This has 5 pieces which are really important to hit. The first is identifying the coaching and mentoring situation. So kind of just tell me what it is that you're doing. The next is conducting the needs assessment, which basically all that means is trying to um, explain what is it that they need. There's not a formal way to do this. There's not a specific way that you need to be doing this, but basically it is just trying to identify what is it that that person needs. And that can be through a conversation with them. It could be something that you've noticed. So just explaining that part of it. The next part is explaining your action plan. What is it that you're going to do with them? Then we're going to have the observation piece, and that's where you're going to be able to observe your mentee and start helping them, but also for them to observe you. Now this part, depending on what it is that they need, this observation piece may look different for person to person. So if you're not doing a specific observation, you need to email me so we can talk about it to make sure you do hit the important pieces that you need to be working on. But basically this piece is kind of dependent on what is it that you've identified up here in the action plan or in the needs assessment, and then what your action plan is actually stating. So after the observation, you're going to sit down and you're going to provide feedback. And this does say collaboratively explore data, but basically what that means is just thinking about what is it that you saw. Is it, if it was work that you were looking at, what's the data from the work? If it is noticing the behavioral piece and you're tallying things, what is that? What happened? So that's what you're really focusing on. Is the feedback piece is really just exploring what is it that you saw. And then the final component, which is, as we all know, important to teaching, is the reflection piece. What is it, reflecting back on the whole process? What is it that you did? What did you like? What did you not like? How would you change it? And the other part is having your mentee reflect. So ask them to provide a small little reflection about how the process went for them and what they would need later on. But basically, this is all due by March 30th. If you do need an extension, you need to let me know prior to that, because I know that since you're working with somebody else, sometimes that means you're working on somebody else's schedule too. So you need to just let me know if there's an extension that's needed, and I'll grant you one. I'm pretty flexible with that as long as it's within the time frame that's needed. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. I'm thrilled with everything that's happening. So take care, and I'll talk with you later.